Matt, the most important question here is, did you tip in Bitcoin?
No, I tip in dollars. So that's the only thing basically that I've been using dollars for on a daily basis lately has been tipping. I've bought a plane ticket with Bitcoin. I got John Mayer tickets for tonight at the Barclays Center with Bitcoin. Almost
John Mayer
everything,
tickets with Bitcoin?
Everything I do, yeah. I've found ways to get everything.
How hard is it to find out who accepts Bitcoin and who doesn't?
It's pretty easy. I mean, because of third-party solutions, almost anything. I mean, you're seeing headlines, oh, someone's selling an $8 million house for Bitcoin, or someone sold a $200,000 Lamborghini for Bitcoin. It's pretty easy to do with the third party.
Break out the cream ale.
I got some Jenny creams for you.
Yeah,
I listen to surveillance on a daily basis, and this is one of the things.
I can't focus.
So what was the cost of that in Bitcoin?
Well, it depends on what time you buy it, right? Because of
There's
the
a problem with
volatility.
Bitcoin.
A lot. No, of course there are a lot of problems with Bitcoin that are being worked out, sort of wrinkles that are getting smoothed out, and the volatility is really.
What's the so what, Corey Johnson, here besides a gimmick? What's the so what?
Well, I mean, the so what is the volatility we've seen during the course of the 12 days of Bitcoin. What's the value of the Bitcoin today?
Last night when I left work, it was 730.
Yeah, and there was a quote of $1,200 just in the last week. Now, Tom Keene and I were raised on Genesee Cream Ale. Was it fair to say, Tom?
I didn't realize they were making.
Our natives of Rochester, New York, where they serve this to small children.
And it's cold.
I'm looking forward to trying one. I haven't had a Genesee Cream Ale since
I won't tell James Gorman. I won't tell James Gorman.
This is, as if I recall from my youth, this is terrible beer.
Really?
Wow.
Really? Breakfast of Champions.
I'll take 2 white hots and a red hot.
Given the volatility, Matt, and given all the other issues, there's something else you could buy this with.
Oh God,
it's called cash.
It was 20 years ago.
Is there any point to Bitcoin for the average person?
Absolutely. I mean, well, it depends who you
are. Why do I want to use it?
If you're looking to send money overseas, for example, if you're a foreign worker that wants to transfer funds back home, it's instant and basically free, as opposed to a lot of other methods.
And untraceable.
But for the average guy who wants to go buy a Jenny?
For the average American, there may not be a lot of reasons yet, unless you have issues with the Fed on principle, for example. But for someone who lives in a country with skyrocketing inflation, it's been a really important tool. I mean, Cyprus University is now accepting tuition in Bitcoin. So.
What about buying drugs?
Have I bought drugs with Bitcoin, Scarlett? We're on television.
Drinking beer on television is bad enough.
Is that an option?
I haven't really been able to access that part. There's something called darknet markets.
That's because you're doing it from
where
work.
you can apparently go and buy drugs, like a Silk Road 2.0. I haven't been able to access that, and I think it would be fairly difficult to get involved, but maybe once you do, you can.
You can come back tomorrow.
Thank you.
How about